What is up, Raccoon Nation? We got over 10 minutes of brand new Frontiers gameplay, and about 7 of them are entirely unedited and uncut. This is our first time getting that much gameplay like that, as well as some other clips from a few different sources. But I'm watching this gameplay, and people aren't even covering or talking about the most interesting new parts of it. So that's where I decided to come in. I wanted to get this out quickly as I'm working on a much bigger, more personal video. So don't worry, the PNG boys aren't gone. We'll cover the full level of Chemical Plant Zone and Sky Sanctuary's Cyberspace counterpart, and we'll also go into how Sonic redeems the Chaos Emeralds in the open world, the transition between the open world's optional combat sections, and lastly, yes, even more Big the Cat footage. Round of applause. By far the best part is that they weren't forced to wear headphones at Tokyo Game Show, so almost all of the footage from the show floor has pretty decent audio. Something I've been wanting for months now. So relax, loosen your shoulders a bit, slap a like, and double check you're subbed and belled, which is more important because that's what matters the most, since I just want you to see my videos when they drop. Also, I have to mention, this first gameplay clip came from Sega of Japan's official stream, which the entire thing is in Japanese. And there is a version that's translated and narrated, but they're literally just explaining the very basic game details that we've all heard a million times now. And they don't acknowledge any of the new things on screen that haven't been seen before. So I have both versions of them synced up, and I'll cut in the translation only when they're talking about anything relevant and aren't just going,
"As you can see, Sonic is going very fast here."
This first clip is over 7 minutes long, and then we're going to go into Sky Sanctuary after. So play the clip!
Lunch break, special herbs, fries and a sandwich, unleashed on the city. Maximize damage on lookers all famished, these guys is outlandish. Spanish, let go, don't brandish. Sent to Super Anudi, all grilling the booty, all groovy. Peach smoothie, Call of Duty. She thought he'd spoil her, daddy even call her. Become a baller, see the world get smaller. Straight through the optic, hot like chocolate.
So here we are in front of the portal for Chemical Plant Zone's Cyberspace stage. There's 4 missions for every cyberspace level, and before entering, you can see that each one gives you a vault key, making the already confirmed optional cyberspace stages even more optional. And you can get all 7 vault keys from just 2 stages. They're running through the main A to B, get to the goal mission, which is what the majority of people are only going to play. It takes 1 portal gear to open it and access the stage, and you can get those in various ways across the open world. The loading area to practice in has these stars at the top for objectives, and getting all of them gives you some small bonus. This one has 2, but the amounts vary, likely depending on the predicted loading times. And here we are in the Chemical Plant Zone Cyberspace stage. I love the visuals for these stages. At first, I wasn't super fond of the CRT scan lines going across the whole screen, but I think it's pretty cool that it goes behind Sonic and the level geometry, and all the while still being centered to the user's camera and not the level's skybox. And because of that, it doesn't interfere with the game's action at all, which I think is really cool. Now this Sega person is playing the best we've seen anyone play, as this is literally rank-esque gameplay. So it's ironic that earlier they said they were nervous.
Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous.
And maybe that was a different person because the translator doesn't differentiate who's talking. But whoever's playing, you're doing great, sweetie. Literally the best. We get to the end, which I think this portal fits the theme and tone way better than a big shiny golden rainbow goal ring. We get another loading, which there's 2 stars in the beginning and 2 at the end of this one. However, the Sky Sanctuary one we have later has 5, and I think this is an amazing way to make a playable loading screen, something I didn't think was legally possible. And that's because Namco infamously owns the patent for that and is very strict with it. And we'll go into Sky Sanctuary next. However, I'm not going to talk over that one until after it's finished, since I restored the video and audio myself using a bunch of tools from my past life as an audio engineer. I also emulated a 3D space to make the screen flat, since it was filmed at kind of a weird angle, and I also color graded it to try to make it look as clear as possible with the way it was filmed. Basically, I was just working with what I got. So I'll play that, and then we'll briefly talk about it and go into Big the Cat after. And everyone loves Big the Cat, right? He's the fan favorite.
You play the clip.
You're amazing.
So, honestly, that was amazing. I've heard a lot of people online being like,
I don't like this song. It doesn't fit very well.
what? This is like one of my favorite Sonic songs in a long time. I am so excited for this soundtrack, and I didn't think we'd get actually good EDM elements. Forces gave me trauma. While there's a couple songs I like from that soundtrack, there's so many like songs nobody likes that are so painful to hear, and it's like, ugh. But this sounds really good. I love the vocalist on it. It gives me almost Sonic R vibes over EDM. Awesome. I think this level looks way better than the Chemical Plant Zone. I love the like purple glitches that are moving ahead of you as you progress. Aesthetically, this one's my favorite so far. Even above the Highway one. I like the Sky Sanctuary one, S rank. A lot of people are commentating on how bad the person was playing, but it's just someone playtesting. It's just a random person. Go easy, come on. They're allowed to fall, and honestly, it's good we get some S rank and then some very bad rank, because it helps us see how it works. Like, I want to see what it's like to fall, how quick you reload, how quick you're moving again. Like, these are all important things when looking at a game and analyzing it. I know it's not like the pretty gameplay we want. Oh no. But now, let's get into Big the Cat, as I didn't get to talk about this, and there's been a couple new updates and more footage coming out. And it definitely didn't warrant its own video, but it deserves its section. So here we go, the Big the Cat section. Now, in one of the earlier trailers, we got this shot of Sonic where it's super intense. You see the lines. I think it was actually in the music video, and everyone went,
Oh my god, what could this be? Intense transformation? Final combat? This is gonna be something crazy, guys.
and it actually turned out to be from the Big the Cat fishing when Sonic gets a fish. It goes like super serious, and I like it. I think it's super cool, but I think it's hilarious the assumption the fan base had, and it just shows that we need evidence. I know people get mad at me for looking at things with evidence, but if we just go hype, 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 you're gonna be wrong. You need to like admit that maybe we don't know what it is, and unless we have evidence, you can't make a call like,
This is a Sonic transformation scene.
and now that we've seen Supersonic, which some people are calling lackluster, I think again, I thought was super cool, and we didn't see the full thing. We just saw a couple seconds for a trailer. Again, until we see the full thing, go a little easy. Now, previously in Sonic Adventure, Big the Cat's fishing section was viewed as like a part nobody wanted to play. It was viewed as the worst part of the game by almost everyone. So I've also seen a lot of worry about that with Frontiers as well, but I don't think that's going to be the case. We see the time from him going up to starting to catching a fish, and it doesn't seem that long. It just seems like a fun, relaxing little side game. I don't really know what the benefits are yet, no one does, but possibly some reward, collectibles, maybe he gives you points. We don't know. There's a lot I could speculate on, as we've only seen a little bit and we don't even know what getting fishes does. Like, look at Big. What does he know? And we don't know what he knows, so until then, there's not too much I can talk about with Big. It's gotta be short. I know, I'm sorry. I wanted this to be the longest section in the video too, I promise. It was my dreams and aspirations, even though I didn't say it, so if you expected it, you know. It's okay, I'm a Sonic fan too, it's easy to get overhyped. Like I said, I'm dropping a more personal, bigger, addressing everything, just being real video for my next video. So I wanted to get this out pretty quickly because I don't want to stop covering news. I gotta keep the ball rolling. Follow on Twitter, join the Discord. It's been rather empty lately, even though I'm actually in it. More actively now, at least. Lots of love in another video successfully completed. Mission accomplished, champ. And peace. Peace! I can just like, I hear my neighbors and I know they hate me.
You're amazing!
Full capacity, no room for error. Such audacity, villain, truth bearer. Like when your pops catch you all in the mirror staring, scared to death, acting like you ain't even hear him. State of shock, play the block, on his way to cop. Oye put the raw in the beans, not the tater tots.